Tonight on the show, we're talking a wild fan theory that connects The Walking Dead with Breaking Bad. We're taking a look at Shout Factory's new collector's edition releases of the first 5 Halloween films. We're also taking a look at the possibility of a familiar face returning to the Marvel Universe, new Spider-Man No Way Home toy reveals, and as always, MCU updates. We hope you've had a great week, and it's time to kick back and relax because this is Let's Talk Movie News. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well, and I cannot believe that we're through the first week of July already. That seems wild to me. Does it not seem weird? Like, I feel Happy birthday, America. I feel like 4th of July was like yesterday, but it was Sunday. It was last Sunday. We're almost a week through. Kind of crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. This week so far is just blended together. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a weird week, but we're here.
We're here with some movie news, gentlemen.
We are here with some movie news. What's going on, my friend?
Well, not a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I got this new mic. I don't know if you guys see. It's about as big as my thumb. It's a little mini mic. If you guys are on TikTok, you'll know that there's this. They have this mini mic when they interview dogs, and they're like, "Turner, how you doing, boy?" And they're like, "You guys know what I mean." So when I saw that, and then my headset broke, I was like, "This is it. This is it." Yeah.
My next podcast buy is gonna be good stereo headphones.
Obviously, mine's gonna be, a better fucking camera, because if you guys could see what the fuck I'm working with, it's really bad.
Yeah, that might be. I don't think my camera quality is too bad, but it could be better. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but
yeah, I mean,
we'll see.
I mean, if you see everyone else, they have fucking Nikons and Canons that they use for their cameras. I mean, I still have the box, believe it or not, in case I hate it.
Yeah.
That, if you guys know what this is, it's a surf, and
I see
it's
glare.
all right, I guess. Well, I'm sorry, the people know what this orange box is.
The people know what he's talking about.
The people will know, okay? It's 1440p. As you can see, it's glaring right now, but it'll autofocus in a second. See?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's what I'm dealing with right now. I kind of have a new setup, but it's definitely going to change again.
By the way, looking behind you at your Black Panther poster, I saw that Wakanda Forever started filming officially. Did it really? They are in production. Yep. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it turns out. We did a couple videos on that, talking about Namor and stuff. They're on our channel. But yeah, man. Kevin Feige said that hopefully they're really going to pay tribute to Chadwick. So we'll see. We shall see.
I hope so too. I mean, the what if thing. Did you guys see that trailer? Brad, I didn't see it yet. I'm saying.
I don't care. I have not watched the what if trailer yet.
I just know that they were that's the last thing Chadwick Boseman did, which was voice that.
Speaking of what if, I don't know if it was on comicbook.com. I don't know where the hell I saw it. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Brie Larson, and Benicio del Toro are not voicing their characters. It's a different voice actor for their characters. I wonder why.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Unless, to be completely honest, I could see Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. being like, you know what? We said our goodbye to the character. Endgame was enough to, I think that was good enough goodbye. Who does Benicio del Toro play in the MCU?
The Collector.
I don't know. I feel like an idiot. Okay. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But yeah, you're right. And then Brie Larson, I have no idea why she's not voicing her character, but who cares? I don't know. Maybe she's working on a different project. I don't know.
Probably.
Speaking of
she's going to be in a What If episode?
Yeah. Captain Marvel is. Brie Larson's not, but Captain Marvel is.
Yeah.
So, speaking of posters, did you order your Halloween Kills poster yet?
Was I supposed to?
You don't have to. You said you wanted one, so I didn't know if you were gonna order.
Yeah, I want one, but I'm sure like eventually I'll buy one.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not like lining up with the pre-order, guys. I'm sorry, Halloween fans. I'm not lining up at the door. I didn't buy that. What's it? That I didn't buy that collector set. Did you? The collector sets of all the Halloween movies?
We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm a little bit ashamed of myself, but it's okay. Yeah, my H Kills poster is on the way. I'm pretty hyped. Well, I've never ordered. I ordered from Poster Pond. If you guys have ever ordered from Poster Pond, let us know in the comments. I've never gone through them. I usually go through Amazon, but it was too early, and I'm greedy, and I'm what am I looking for? I'm not patient. So, especially when it comes to Halloween. So, I ordered it on Poster Pond. It's a 24 by 36. Hopefully, it's going to go right there in that Avengers spot. If it's I'm going to shuffle around. The Avengers stuff is going to move over to this side of the wall where you guys can't even really see. And then I'm going to shuffle this wall behind me around. So, we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Oh, did I show you my Breaking Bad poster? I haven't hung it up yet because I'm getting ready to shuffle.
Oh, okay. No, you haven't showed me yet.
Look at that.
Oh, that looks dope.
This is Miguel and I after we've spent a night at the bar.
Oh, is that so? When? that one time 5 years ago?
However, we don't sell blue meth. We don't do that.
Yeah, we do not sell that blue meth. We sell white meth. There you go. That's what we sell.
Anyways, what are you drinking tonight? Speaking of paraphernalia.
Drinking Starbucks, which, by the way, I'll say this right now.
Your camera fell.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure eventually this camera will fall again. Stay tuned. But yeah, this is I'll say this to the day I die. You're not a man unless you have your own specialty drink that you order from Starbucks. And mine is a ice white mocha with sweet cream foam and caramel drizzle.
Sounds good. Sounds really good.
Sounds like virginity forever to me.
I've got a heat wave. It's like my new favorite cocktail. It's that awesome mango habanero whiskey. Plus it's got pineapple juice and Sprite and ice. And then I'm gonna top that off with a Blue Moon. And then I'm drinking water. I just watched Scarlett Johansson's Hot Ones episode because I'm getting all geared up for Black Widow. I want a Black Widow poster too. I'm gonna run out of poster room. We were talking when we move into a house, I'm gonna need like a basement or like an entire room to just like fill up because I'm gonna run out of room. So once we move to like our house, we'll have to. But heat wave in honor of Scarlett Johansson, in honor of Black Widow.
Oh, because she's hot.
Drops today. That's not where I was going, but okay.
Okay.
That's actually that's not where I was going. But
act like you weren't thinking that, but okay.
We got some fun stories to talk about tonight. Hopefully what? You're interrupting me, Miguel. You're interrupting me.
Boy, act like I give a shit.
You don't.
Act like exactly. I'll interrupt you as much as I want. Okay.
I know. Our schedules. We interrupt each other, don't we?
We interrupt each other way too much.
How's it feel?
Yeah. Whatever. What are you gonna say?
Hopefully, we'll be able to see Black Widow together. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Our schedules are tight this week, but we'll see. I would have liked to.
That is exactly what I was going to say, and he interrupted me and just said, "Whatever."
I would have liked to have been able to see it this weekend, and have Monday's episode of Let's Talk Movies be about Black Widow, but I don't think it's going to happen. Hopefully, we'll make episode 30. Episode 30. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
We'll make hopefully episode 30 will be about Black Widow. Also, I saw this today. I don't know if you did. We hit 80 subscribers on YouTube today, which I know that's a victory in my eyes. That's a big deal.
I mean, yeah,
we're almost to triple digits.
Almost a triple digit.
Help us get there, guys. Hey, if you haven't, if you're listening to this or if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We do new shows every Monday and every Friday at 8 o'clock. Plus, we drop stuff throughout the week. So,
yeah, and I guess we're kind of funny.
Help us out. I hope we're funny. So, I hope people actually.
If you actually like laughing, I guess, yeah, just enjoy this little shit show that we do every Monday and Wednesday. Friday.
We put a lot of work into this, and I hope people actually find us funny and actually enjoy the things we say. And people aren't like these two dicks on, whatever that are. I don't know. I hope people actually enjoy us.
Yeah, if you like us, cool. So, like I said, give us a like and make a comment. We're always happy to read them. Actually, Brad is. I swear to God, this Brad's the one. Guys, by the way, I'm not the one that comments on these and likes all your guys' comments. Brad's the one that does it. He sends it to me every now and then and just updates me on what you guys are saying.
You can.
Y'all are.
You have the passwords. Then you could log in everything. You could do whatever you want.
I totally could, but I mean, I appreciate your guys' comments. I'm glad to hear you guys' perspective on these stuff. And honestly, some of y'all are fucking hilarious. Trust me. One of these days we'll sit down and we'll read some of your guys' comments and just fucking have a crackle at it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, we'll have made it. I will feel like our shows have made it when we can sit down and do an entire episode reading hate mail.
I wasn't going to say hate mail, but he said that.
I think that's going to be awesome. Because, here's the thing. There are so many people, if you're hopping on YouTube or social media or whatever platform it is for whatever podcast, shows, whatever. If you're hopping on something to tear somebody down, it's just not cool. Why?
It's not cool, bro.
It's not.
It's not the way to do it.
It's not. I feel like the Smokey Bear, don't burn forests down, whatever. That little cartoon thing.
Is Smokey the Bear even does he still campaign? I feel like he isn't campaigning anymore.
I don't know.
Really? I don't know. I haven't seen him anywhere.
Where did any of this come from? I don't even know. We're in one of them branched realities from Loki right now.
Are we recording right now? Oh yeah, we are recording.
I'm sorry. This is a Nexus event.
What is your Nexus event? This is our Nexus event.
Dude, speaking of Loki, I am thoroughly impressed with Loki.
It's getting pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I have obviously most of my friends that watch it, they have their different point of views on how the show is going. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I like the way it's going. I mean,
I will say though, Loki is one of those shows that if you're not 100% invested, you're gonna be lost because it is kind of honestly, some of the stuff they say, I have to pause it and go back and rewatch it because it's a little bit over my head sometimes. I'm like, wait, what? And I'll go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, honestly, a friend of mine made a Facebook post. Shout out to you, Clinton. If you're watching this, shout out to you. Thank you for giving me something to talk about on the podcast. He's mentioned something. He was saying he said, unpopular opinion, folks. I don't like superhero or Marvel movies. And then he gave a reasoning, which is fair. I mean, I get why he's not a fan of it and everything. And I was one of these days we'll talk more about it because honestly, if you're not a Marvel fan and you haven't kept up with all things Marvel since Iron Man, you're probably not gonna understand jack shit about Loki. The way it started was pretty much saying, have you seen Avengers? Have you seen Endgame and Infinity War? If you haven't, okay, then you're not gonna understand jack shit.
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
You would, it was like you said, you literally would have to sit down and watch the entirety of the MCU to understand anything at this point. Like we're too far in a rabbit hole to just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch this one. Like people who watch Spider-Man No Way Home are probably gonna be like, what the hell? Like, where did this come from? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like they're all we've crossed the point of a legitimate story followed by a end credit scene that connects it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before, you had the story, and then the end credit scene kind of connected it. But now it's every single movie is every single installment from here on out is gonna be like connected. And if you don't watch the previous one, you're not gonna know what's going on. Well, like this whole multiverse thing. Like if you want to know, like you're probably not gonna be able to watch Multiverse of Madness without watching like Loki.
Right. Hell. Well, they're all gonna and WandaVision, they're all gonna tie into each other. I mean, it's gonna, exactly. One won't make sense without the others.
Which is why I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier so much. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I would say, is my top series right now. You know what I mean? Because if I had to rank them right now, it would be Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, and WandaVision. Yeah. For me.
I don't know. I like all three of them in their own ways. The thing that's starting to kill me about the Marvel TV shows is that it's amazing me. It amazes me, like, if you look at before, like, the space-based heroes, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, stuff that would happen in their movies would kind of overlap. And then stuff that would happen in the Iron Man movies would kind of overlap with the Cap movies and things like that. We're, like, the TV shows especially, like, we're getting to the point where, like, what's happening in space is affecting what's happening on Earth, and what's happening on Earth is affecting what's happening in space and all these other realms and different timelines. I mean, it's just like, holy crap. Like, it's a lot. Like, it's all affecting each other, and like it's affecting each other in ways that you almost wouldn't even expect it to. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where we're at, man. Like, it was like you said, if you're not just like I said with Loki, if you're not like 100% in it, you're gonna have no clue, and that's fine. And like, if you don't like superhero movies, cool. Everybody's got their taste, but nobody can sit down and just be like, I'm gonna watch WandaVision, see what that's about. You're gonna have no idea. You're gonna be like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, this doesn't even make any sense. So
yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's the way it is. And look, I get what you're saying. Like, everyone has their taste. I mean, everyone's gonna, like, people are gonna talk about astrology. People are gonna talk about cryptocurrency, and like people like Marvel's gonna be like the same thing. It's like same thing as like astrology and like cryptocurrency. Like, there's gonna be people you can talk to about it, but then like if you talk to the general audience or general public, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I cannot talk about cryptocurrency. My brother has tried to be like, dude, you got to invest in this. You got to invest in Doge. You got to do all this. You got to do this. I was like, dude, he's explained it to me, like all like Bitcoin and all this like cryptocurrency stuff. I could not explain to you. If somebody had a gun to my head and they were like, you got to explain Bitcoin right now, I would be like, dude, shoot me then. Cause I have, let me go. Being a Black Widow, let me go. Like, I have no idea what any of that is about.
I saw this funny like video, and it had like this guy, like they were talking about nougat. Do you know what nougat is? Nobody knows what nougat is, and the guy was like,
nougat a candy bar?
Yeah, but no one knows what nougat is. He said, if my family was held hostage, and they said, and they were held at gunpoint, and he asked me what nougat was, he'd be like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry. Like, please don't do me like that, dog. Don't kill my family, because I will not know what nougat is. Now I want to know what nougat is, because
I think it's a candy bar, like I don't know, something like that.
Nobody knows what nougat is. So like, I kind of just take it for what it is.
Everybody's got their own interests. Everybody's got their own things they like. So be it.
Yeah. But that's why we started this podcast.
I know. That is why we started the podcast, because we have our own stuff we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. So let's get started with this movie news,
Anyways, there we
guys.
go. Guys, we have some fun stories to talk about tonight. Some MCU stuff as usual, some Walking Dead stuff, Halloween stuff. Miguel, buddy, where you want to start?
I want to start with Walking Dead because I'm curious about what you got in stores for me right now.
Well, let's talk about a crazy fan theory real quick. This isn't really anything breaking. This isn't a big news story. This wasn't anything that broke on like one of the major like Hollywood news outlets or anything. But I did see this on I forget the website even. I don't remember where I saw this, but it was kind of an interesting fan theory that's going around right now. At the end of the last season, or the most recent season of The Walking Dead, one of the final shots we saw, and here's Negan, was when he comes back he burns Lucille, he comes back to Alexandria, and when he walks through the gates, when they let him in the gates, Maggie she does her like, she's pissed. She doesn't look happy. And, Daryl's like, Maggie, like, calm, like, let him go. He's fine. I mean, the tension between the two of them, God, you could choke on it. I mean, it is thick. The tension between Negan and Maggie. I mean, you could choke on the tension, but and to be rightfully so, because Negan, I mean, let's be completely honest. Negan took one of the most
let's take a stroll down memory lane real quick. Yeah.
I mean, I think Negan is making his redemption, but Negan took one of the most wholesome, popular characters on television and turned his head into blackberry jelly in front of everybody he loved. Like, Negan's done some pretty bad stuff. And that's kind of why that scene was so like, holy crap, because obviously they're hinting at a clash. Like, there is going to be some serious tension between Negan and Maggie in the final season of TWD. And I saw this fan theory, and it kind of struck me as really interesting. By the way, if you haven't checked out our Here's Negan bonus episode, I'll link that in the card link thing up above. I don't know what it's called.
And the description on below.
Not whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. I saw this fan theory that said that Negan. What if Negan dies saving Maggie and Herschel? How do you feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot who Herschel was.
Their kid?
Who's Herschel?
Her and Glenn's kid?
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. My bad. Here, we've
only really seen him like once.
Yeah. He reminds me of He reminds me of the kid from Indiana Jones Temple of Doom a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I hope we get that same vibe. He says, "Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your hat," or something like that. I want to hear that phrase come out of that kid's mouth. That'd be great. But what do I think about this theory?
Yeah, I was curious to get your thoughts, just because there is so much tension, and that's such a big. I mean, that's like one of the biggest plot points that we want to see resolved in the last season, because the two of them, I mean, it's like oil and water. I mean, Maggie wants to drive that knife through his jugular, like really, really bad. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
indeed. Because it was like, she has the same like mentality as like everyone else did, like after, R.I.P. Glenn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like after Glenn died, like almost everybody had a story arc of, I'm gonna go kill Negan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody wanted to kill Negan.
Yeah, everyone had that like moment, or they had their scene where they're like, I want to do it.
But to be fair,
we never saw Maggie do it because she was too like.
Right, she was too distraught. Plus, she was in hiding. Remember, Negan thought she was dead for probably a half of a season to a season. Because Daryl felt bad. Because let's be honest. If Daryl wouldn't have punched Negan after he killed Abraham, like out of anger, Glenn wouldn't have died.
Yeah, Glenn probably
like he wouldn't have. And I think Daryl still holds on to that like grief. But yeah, everybody had their "I'm gonna kill Negan" thing, and ironically, everybody kind of turned around. I mean, Rick did, Daryl has, and he made Daryl eat dog food, locked naked in a closet, and Daryl has still kind of been like, Negan's all right, like he's okay. But Maggie never had that, so I don't know. Would that be Negan's ultimate redemption, saving Glenn's child? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's an interesting thought, though.
It would seem recycled if Herschel and Negan ended up having like a semi relationship.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Because he's already done that with Carl, right? Carl.
Yeah.
And Judith.
Mm-hmm.
And if he were to do it with Herschel,
I forgot about that. He did kind of talk to Judith.
Yeah, I'd be like, my guy, Negan isn't Barney. Like, he's not. Like, he literally like smashed some dude's face in, and you're gonna make him become like the Barney of the entire season, where he's like talking to all these kids. What are you getting at, my guy?
Burning people with irons and stuff.
Exactly. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know what their plan was with that, because every time I saw that, I was like, what? I guess it shows that he probably has like a sense of morals, I guess. Like, he won't kill a kid, or he doesn't allow rape, obviously, is whenever that's the reason why he killed Alpha. So like, yeah, I guess. But like, if he's gonna end up like having the same type of relationship with Herschel, I'm gonna be like, my guy, just give him a Saturday morning time slot and just let him talk to these kids. Turn him to the next, Mr. Rogers.
Negan's gonna be wild. I was just about to say that. He'll be walking around going, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." He'll be in a cardigan. He'll have like
I was gonna say
he'll be in a cardigan with like a warm cup of coffee.
No more leather jacket, no more baseball bat. It's red cardigan and a cup of J.
I've changed my life for the better.
Oh my God. Yeah. But you know what I mean, though. It just sounds too recycled at this point.
Now
like, you might as well have him become like a Ronin. You know what I mean? You know what Ronin is?
Yeah. I don't think that he'll have the same relationship with Glenn's kid as he did with Carl and Judith, because Maggie flat out said, you kind of can't. And also, when Maggie first came back like in the last half of season, what was it, 10? She said, like, he's asked like how his dad died when her and Daryl were sitting there talking, because the two of them were catching up. They hadn't seen each other in a long time. They missed each other. And, she was like, she's asked how his dad died, and Daryl's like, what did you tell him? And she was like, that a really bad man killed him or whatever. So he knows that, like, he's already got in his head that, I don't know does he know who Negan is yet? I don't know if he's actually been pointed out, like, he did it, like, he killed your dad. I don't think we've done that yet. But I don't know.
Why would you do that to a kid? Why would you do it to a kid so young? Say, like, hey, see that kid? See that guy over there? He smashed your father's brains in. That's a terrible move for a mother.
Well, and honestly, even if you think about the dynamic with Carl and Judith and Negan, like, Carl didn't really trust him. It was more Negan loved Carl, or liked Carl. Carl didn't necessarily like Negan. Like, Negan still kind of like freaked him out. He still didn't trust him. Judith wasn't around for any of the all-out war stuff. I mean, she was an infant, but so technically she was, but no, she wasn't really, you know what I mean? So Judith kind of came at it from a different angle. She didn't, I don't know if she really understood the things he did, and like, I mean, he's the reason that Alexandria is so unfortified now, because he burned it to the ground.
Didn't Judith shoot Negan's like bike down or something like that?
She shot at him, like, to make him stop. And he was like, you are your father's daughter.
This kid knows. 100%. I'm sure she knows the gravity of the things he's done.
She's smart, and I'm sure she does. But I still think she's got a little bit of like childish naivety to her, where she's kind of like, I think she trusts him. And And I think she is a good judge of character. And I mean, the same thing, like, I think, I think Carol and Daryl also kind of trust him at this point, too. Me,
It's like a loose
honestly,
trust to me,
yeah, it
honestly.
is a loose trust. It's like, I know what you did, and I still think you're a garbage person, but, like, you also saved us, too, and I feel like maybe you're trying. Um, so I don't know. I hope Negan doesn't die, but if he's gonna die, I want Negan to die either saving Maggie, saving Daryl, saving Judith, saving, their kid. I don't know. I think it would almost be more, well, I don't know. Would it be more
Poetic.
impactful if would it be more poetic if he saved Judith or if he saved Glenn's kid?
I think he would just save like the entire group, honestly.
I mean, he kind of did that though with Alpha, but he didn't die.
Well,
So
exactly, like sacrifice himself again.
I don't know.
Like
I
he's
hope
not gonna,
Negan doesn't die.
he's not gonna have he's not gonna have like a dramatic like save the group with sacrificing yourself. I think he's gonna do something. He would probably do something to like try to save them, but then they end up like still fucked over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
who
know.
knows? Maybe he pulls like a Loki and just takes over the Commonwealth.
I do. That's a scary thought right there. I I don't know. If he's gonna go out, I'd like to see him go out saving somebody. But I don't want Negan to die. I still want to see Negan and Rick come face to face again at some point. Like I want Rick. Like I just want to see that scene. Like I want to see Rick finding the group again, and then Negan is a part of the group, and Rick being like, "Holy crap! This is like he's out. Like he's with you guys. Like he's So I don't know.
So they never had a they never had like a come to terms thing.
Um,
like
Rick and
Daryl.
Rick and Negan didn't. Not necessarily, because Negan was still locked up when Rick was around. They didn't start letting Negan out until I think they didn't start letting Negan out until after Rick. Because remember when Rick and Daryl were fighting, like the Saviors were still around, like the last remaining Saviors, so they were like, why don't we just let Negan out? Like, why are we listening to Rick now? And they were still like, that was still like, there was still like a little bit of like strife between, and I mean, there's still Saviors living with them now, but enough time has passed that,
I forget that there's still Saviors in that group.
I know.
That's still pretty fucking wild.
This group is literally Rick's group, Alexandria people, Hilltop, the Saviors, and the Kingdom, and Oceanside, and Maggie's group now. It's like 8 different groups all like just pulled together into one big one. And the Commonwealth is still going to come along and rock them, but
because it's a fucking town.
I think there's like thousands of people at Common. I believe there's like
it's a fucking
8 or 9,000 people in Commonwealth. Like it's large.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure they have opening season over there at the Commonwealth. Yeah. Like despite the whole pandemic, they'll still let the Cincinnati Reds play the Bengals. I'm fucking stupid. I was
like, what? Yep. The Reds played the Bengals. I don't know if either team wouldn't do too well. Although I must say the Reds are kicking some ace right now.
They did. I saw that they won
beat the
series
Cubs 3 times.
Yep, they beat the Kansas City Royals too, which all that's your boy.
It's pretty
dope.
Go.
I see them. I see a bright future with them.
Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, one of the things I am most excited about to see in the final season of TWD is Negan's story and how he's gonna right arguably his biggest wrong, at least to us, to the audience, to the characters, the fact that he killed Glenn and Abraham. Everybody else is kind of whatever, but I mean, Glenn and Abraham were like 2 very important pieces of the puzzle. So his storyline is definitely something to look forward to.
100%.
So, where you want to go next? We got some more AMC stuff. We got some Halloween. We got MCU stuff. What you want to do? Let's do this. Let's keep talking The Walking Dead. I'm gonna make an executive decision here because, uh, obviously, so The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad are AMC's two largest series, and ironically, they're two of the biggest series of all time. We've always been huge Walking Dead TWD fans, and I actually just finished Breaking Bad for the very first time, so I just bought my poster that I showed y'all at the beginning of the episode, and I loved it. I'm actually because I'm a psychopath. I'm actually looking at getting a box set for that and buying El Camino because I want them. I want to have them, man. It was such a good series. And I had no idea that this even existed, but I found a fan theory, and apparently this has been a thing for a long time, that Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead are connected and part of the same universe.
What, did the meth turn people into zombies? Was it Eisenberg's last move?
You don't even know.
He said, you know what? Fuck this town.
Dude, this blows my mind. All right. So first little piece of evidence here. Episode 2. I believe, is it called Guts? I think it's called Guts. Episode 2 of The Walking Dead. Season 1, Episode 2. Glenn busts Rick out of the tank. They go out. Andrea points the gun in his face. We're dead. All of us. Because of you. Whatever. They're in the department store.
Andrea.
And then Merle starts popping off rounds from on top of the roof, right? He's making a whole bunch of noise. They go running up to the roof, and Merle says some not fine things for the times we're living in. Merle would get his stuff rocked in 2021. Merle says some bad things, and then of course they get in a tussle. Rick steps in, knocks him with the rifle, and Merle's got a bag of drugs. I never noticed this until I watched Breaking Bad. The meth is blue. There's a whole clump of blue meth at the bottom of the bag. And I was telling Julia this, and she was like, okay. I was like, do you think they did it on purpose? She was like, it's AMC. She was like, it's AMC's two biggest shows. Of course they did it on purpose. So I'm pretty sure
the way it happened was, like, The Walking Dead at the time and Breaking Bad were filmed in the same studio, and they're like, well, we need some drugs, and it was like, go in the Breaking Bad closet and just grab a bag. Honestly, like, we'll just use that. What are they gonna do? Get mad at us? Whatever. So I feel like that's probably what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, Sharon. Like people read Sharon, go to the prop. We need more props. Go to the prop closet. We got to get meth. Merle needs meth. Rick's got to throw it over the. Because Rick throws he might throw his pipe. I think he throws like his meth pipe over the balcony, and Merle's like, "Oh, what are you doing, man? That's my stuff." But yeah, it's blue, man. It blows my mind. Some of the music and stuff like that is overlapped, but next biggest thing. Season 4, episode 12 of The Walking Dead. Now this is this before or after Terminus? God, The Walking Dead really runs together. That's why I'm rewatching it. Because, like, it really is like a big blur. When Daryl and Beth are together, I forget what the episode is called. You know, when Daryl and Beth are like, it's just the two of them together? I want to say it's after.
that was...
I think it's...
That was after the prison. That was after the government.
Yeah. It was like on the way... It was maybe like on the way to Terminus. Daryl's talking to Beth, and Daryl says, you know, Merle had this dealer, a janky little white guy, a tweaker. And, you know, the conversation goes on a little bit, and he says, then he pulls a gun, sticks it right here. He says, I'm going to kill you, bitch. If you've watched Breaking Bad, every other word out of Jesse Pinkman's mouth is bitch. He calls everybody a bitch. So another thing, I was like, holy, like, I was reading this in the article and I was like, they're freaking connected. It's the same universe, which is kind of sad because, of course, at the end of Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman escapes. He finally, like, frees himself from Walt, from the drug trade, from these Nazi people. Like, Jesse is finally free to go, like, make a new life for himself. And then The Walking Dead begins. So, I don't know. It's just kind of wild. Another thing is the car. Do you remember what kind of car Glenn's driving through Atlanta with when Rick pulls when he like hot wires it and then makes the alarm go off because he busts the window, and Glenn's driving it through Atlanta like pulling walkers.
Yeah.
It's a Charger. No. It's a red Dodge Charger. This is a huge stretch. This is the one I was kind of like, I don't know. Glenn's got a red Dodge Charger with the black racing stripes going down the middle. And Walter Jr., Flynn, Walt's son, when Walt starts bringing in the big bucks from his meth empire, he leases a red Dodge Charger for his son, who is like 16, like just got his license, and he leases him a red Dodge Charger. It's literally the exact same car that Glenn is driving through Atlanta. Honestly, it might be what you said, where the prop people were like, hey, you remember the car we used?
Yeah.
You got to grab that red, bring it over, bring it to the set. We need it.
Yeah, please.
So, honestly, I don't know. Yeah. It could be a case of that.
I could totally see that. Well, because again, like AMC isn't like, it isn't like a top studio. You know what I mean? It's not like, it doesn't have like the big bucks, obviously. Yeah. It has made some like pretty dope like TV shows, more like other than Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. I mean, they had a couple of like good, decent shows, but it's still a small studio. So I feel like they still like reuse certain props and stuff.
They probably did. Honestly, it actually might be the same exact RV. Now, is it the same RV? I mean, obviously Breaking Bad is Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Walking Dead's Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the universe, the odds of it being the same car are like next to nothing.
Yeah, it's slim to none.
But if we're being completely honest, I mean, they're both AMC shows. They're backed by the same studio. Mm-hmm. It's probably the same prop car that they used for both. So I think that's pretty cool.
Honestly. I think, I mean, logically it makes sense why. I don't think it's like I get why you might think that like the universe is connected, but I think it's just like little Easter eggs. And honestly, it's just them having no money, so they reuse stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look, the odds of The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad actually being part of the same universe, again, next to nothing. They're not. Yeah. But the fact that they're both AMC shows and the fact that they were on at the same time and just so many weird things overlap, I wanted to show you this too, because this is can you see this? What a
beautiful picture, man. I swear to God.
Walter White, everybody. Walter effing White.
And all of his glory. I'm not gonna lie.
I wanted to show this because you said something at the beginning about see, there's Merle's meth. There's the blue meth at the bottom of Merle's bag right there. He's got his bag of pills, and he's got a whole bunch of blue rock right there at the bottom. Again, Daryl and Beth talking about, it's like the little Jesse Easter egg. Again, some of the music has been the same, the Challenger. But what you said, a Heisenberg-induced apocalypse. I wanted to read this right here. While the little Breaking Bad Easter eggs sprinkled throughout the Walking Dead universe are fun to point out, the real heart and soul of the Breaking Dead theory, it's what they call this, the Breaking Dead, actually rests on a crossover that's a bit more sinister. The thought isn't just that the two shows take place in the same universe, it goes right out on a limb and suggests that blue sky is the cause of the zombie apocalypse. Dope. Now, if you think back to the end of Breaking Bad, which I know, Miguel, you haven't watched that. I'm sure you don't care if I spoil the end for you because you don't mind spoilers. But because of a certain chain of events with Walt, Jesse gets taken by these neo-Nazis who are like forcing him to cook meth for them because Jesse knows Walt's recipe and whatever. And I'm thinking, what if something went wrong? Because it's all chemistry. What if something went wrong in one of those last batches that Jesse cooked for them that then got distributed? It could happen. It could be happen.
Of course, meth is the drug that makes a fucking zombie apocalypse. Of all the drugs out there, I'm not surprised.
And then this article goes on to say, While the theory hasn't been made official in any way, it also hasn't been denied by the creators of either show. On the contrary, they've stoked the fires. Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman literally said, albeit tongue-in-cheek, "That's canon, it's confirmed." Producer Galen Hurd, when responding to the question of what caused the virus, stated flatly, "It's the meth from Breaking Bad, for sure." And on the other side of the aisle, Vince Gilligan, who created Breaking Bad, he also was a co-writer and co-creator of The X-Files, responded to the speculation by saying, "I love that theory. That was a kick. There are two great shows, The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead." And then, of course, Bryan Cranston added that Walt is dead, so he could be a zombie right now. Heisenberg zombie. My agents are out here. We should talk. It's just fun. Like, I just love the idea of the two of them being part of the same universe. Like, again, is it real? Are the odds of it happening? Hell no. It's just fun to like think about it. And I saw this and I was like, we have to talk about this. I was talking Julia's ear off about it the other day. I just got a kick out of it. So I thought it was really funny.
It sounds like a dope theory, right?
A fun concept.
That's it. Yeah, theory? Fun concept. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said theory.
I'm pouring my Blue Moon now.
I think what would be dope if they ever did, like, it would be dope because honestly, I don't know how the Breaking Bad ends. I assume Walter dies.
Yes,
it'd be dope to like see. I think it'd be dope to see like as they're walking by, as like one of the groups in The Walking Dead, as they're like journeying through the fucking country, they walk by his corpse. That'd have been dope. You know, like whenever when the priest and what's his name? Michael? Is that his name? Yeah, it was one of the extra episodes. It was one of those extra episodes.
Of The Walking Dead.
Yeah. With Father Gabriel and someone else. I forgot his name.
Aaron,
yeah. You know how they were like walking around and they kept seeing like families and shit that were just burnt to a crisp?
Oh, yeah.
That'd have been really cool. Mm-hmm. And it'd been cool to be like, I wonder what happened here, or some bullshit line like that, and like the audience obviously knows it's like the Breaking Bad happened. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
that would probably have been cool.
I don't know. I just think it's fun as hell to think about what could be. So let's move on here. Let's go with these Halloween collector's editions here. I wanted to bring this up because, well, let's start here. If you're a Halloween collector like I am, if you're a movie collector or a physical media collector at all, I know we both collect physical media. If you're a Halloween fan especially, I know you've seen the news about Shout Factory's new collector's editions of Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, 4, and 5. And I was unsure, to be completely honest, whether or not I wanted to purchase them. But you asked me this at the beginning of the show. I ended up spending way more money than I needed to. And I bought 1, 2, 4, and 5. Now, here's my reasoning. Halloween 4 and Halloween 5 have never gotten a big collector's release. Now, Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 have, and I actually own the Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 steelbooks from Shout Factory. And I'm really happy with the special features. I'm happy with those releases. To be completely honest, I was just going to get 1, 4, and 5, but Shout Factory's got the awesome deal where you get an exclusive poster if you pre-order from them. So I'm going to get 4 posters with dope new art with these releases. So that's what really made me pull the trigger on Halloween 2. But what I wanted to do was take a look at these releases, take a look at the cover art, the special features, and hopefully, if you haven't seen these, you'll be able to grab these before they're. What?
Do you know how like each mask is like kind of like referenced by somebody? You know what I mean? Like the first one was obviously like, what's his name? If you look at fucking Halloween 5, I shit you not, Nick Cage was modeled after that fucking mask.
It's one of the yeah. A lot of people say that it's one of the worst masks in the series. It's up there
By
with
far.
yeah. See, so these are the two steelbooks I was talking about. I own both of these. I own the H2 steelbook and the H3 steelbook. Love both of those releases. I'm happy with my H3 one. I didn't buy, which the H3 art is dope, but I just didn't feel the need. I was like, yeah, I looked at the special features and I was like, it's kind of the same. I would really just be paying for the artwork and the posters, so I'm not going to. But let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at the first Halloween. $36.99. I was like, it's a little bit steep. Usually their releases aren't quite that expensive, so I was like, they're jacking up the price because it's Halloween and they know people are gonna pay.
I won't even buy a Call of Duty game, guys. Let me get this straight, right? I won't even buy a Call of Duty game for $69. Like, what makes you think I'm gonna spend $36? Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be in total $45 with like tax shipping. Like, I'm not gonna spend $45 on a Halloween movie. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm a little ashamed.
It could be the collector's edition. Okay. Well, I mean, I get it with you because you were one of those hardcore fans, and I think that's cool. But I mean, obviously, you guys know, like, I'm a big Godzilla fan. I'm not over here buying like the whole like collector's editions of these movies. If I find like a decent movie, I'll buy one. There's one I have that I bought from the fucking VHS rental store. It's a
really.
I think I showed you once. It's in mint condition. A mint condition VHS of Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, 1994. And yeah, I mean, who knows? That might be worthwhile later on in the future. But as far as I'm concerned, that's about the only, like, I think, to my heart, valuable thing I have as a collection.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at each one of these releases. So these will come out. These will actually release September 28th in the U.S. and in Canada. I know our friends over the pond in Great Britain are not very happy about this. But here's the cover art for the first one. I dig it. I've seen a lot of people that are like, "Oh, it looks like crap." I don't mind it at all. Michael looks good. I like the fall stuff going on with the leaves. You got the Smith's Grove, the car that he steals. I like that in the reflection of the knife, you can see that's the house that Laurie was babysitting in. That when he like walks across the street, there's his house, obviously, with the pumpkin. I like the art. I dig it. I like all the little Easter eggs in it. Excuse me. I think it's pretty cool. I did get this version of Halloween 1. Obviously, we got the synopsis. I almost said synopsis. This has got 3 discs. So first disc, you got a new 4K scan, which is pretty dope. Dean Cundy approved it. It's got a new Dolby Atmos track, so the sound is going to be a little bit crisper, which is pretty dope too. I'm curious to see how the look. I'm always curious, especially with Halloween 1, to see how the look changes between releases. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to be. It's got commentary with John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and then of course Dean Cundy, Tommy Lee Wallace, Nick Castle. The second disc, it's got the 4K scan. I don't know why. Oh, disc 2 is the Blu-ray. I see. Disc 1 is 4K. Disc 2 is Blu-ray. So it's got a couple different special features on it. It's got The Night She Came Home, to be completely honest. I don't know what that is. It's got the TV version. It's got TV spots, the trailer, radio spots. And then disc 3, it's got the original color timing presentation, which is pretty dope. Interview with Mustafa Akkad. It's got these 2, which are pretty cool. These are a couple really cool Halloween documentaries that came out a while back. And I actually don't own those individually, but I'm glad that they're going to be included with this release because I've always wanted to see them and I never have. It's got the extended cut with the TV inserts, which is pretty dope. Trailer, TV spots, radio spots. It's a good release. I'm happy with that release. So that's Halloween 1. You go on to Halloween 2.
Boy, the Halloween 2 mask looks like the same, like the Halloween 1, except they just squished it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's actually the same exact mask. Like the prop that they
The
used,
fuck happened to
it
it?
is the same mask. It's the guy wearing it. It was a different person playing him in the second one.
Oh, I thought they
Plus,
just left it. I thought they just left it in a hot car and it kind of melted.
no, there's a little bit of speculation. Deborah Hill, who also created the movie with John Carpenter. I believe they were dating at the time. I don't know if they were when the second one happened because neither one of them really wanted to do a Halloween 2. Like Halloween was supposed to be like just a one and done. That was it. Like there wasn't supposed to be any sequels. And when they decided to do the sequel, uh, I guess there's rumor that she was a big smoker and she kept the mask like under her bed. But that doesn't make sense to me because like it does look a little bit more yellowed and stuff. But smoke rises. That's why like if you walk in somebody's house who was like a big chain smoker, that's why like their ceiling is yellowed. It's not like all of their stuff. It might smell like smoke, but I don't know. But also, it was a different actor. God, I'm drawing a blank. What's his name?
I don't know who the
Halloween
guy is.
fans, you have every right to be Dick Warlock. I don't know why I couldn't. I don't know. Dick Warlock was playing him in the second one, so different person. It's stretched a little bit different. This cover art's okay. He's got the scalpel. I like that they all have the fall thing going on. Like that's like a common, like their common trait is they got the leaves in the background. It's got the hospital. There's
Almost
really
as if
not too many.
in October.
I
I
know,
was gonna
right?
say,
A
yeah.
movie called Halloween in October. What?
And there's leaves. There's leaves flying around. Oh my god. Yeah, it's almost as if this film isn't being filmed in like July.
Yeah.
Can you
Hey,
imagine a Halloween film like in July?
I know,
Like
right?
I would feel bad for Michael Myers. My boy would be sweating like a dog.
Do you
in
want to
that
hate Rob
mask.
Zombie's movies even more?
What happened?
They came out in August. I don't know if you knew that or not, but they did. They came out in August.
Rob literally said, "Hey, you know what, Halloween fans? Fuck you. I'm doing my own shit." That's pretty much.
He
Guys,
just whipped out his dick and was like,
I want to know what your guys' thoughts were about like the whole experience of Rob Zombie's like Halloween shenanigans. Like I'm curious because I feel like Rob Zombie literally just said, you know what? Any type of tradition that Halloween went by, taking a piss on it.
yeah.
That's what I feel like happened. I'm curious what you guys thought about that because as as dedicated as you guys, I'm saying is like the best way I can. As dedicated as you guys are with this franchise, how did you handle like Rob Zombie's take on it? Like, were you furious? Were you like intrigued at first, or were you just like utterly disappointed because you thought Rob Zombie was gonna make like a legitimately like scary Halloween movie? Like, I'm curious what your guys' thoughts were. I'm not gonna lie. And if you guys loved it and you disagree with me, by all means, like tell me. But I'm gonna go on a limb and say most of y'all don't like them.
Yeah.
Because I follow
know.
some of your guys' groups, and like they're like I've seen a couple of posts where like you guys were just like ranking Halloween movies, and like the Rob Zombies, obviously like the Rob Zombie H2O, that's like bottom 7, bottom 8. But the first one you guys actually liked. I think I noticed that a little bit.
The first one's not bad. It's really not. Like I wouldn't honestly, the first one might be in like my top 5 or 6. Like I don't mind the first one. H2 is kind of like
yeah, H2 is kind of like where it went kind of haywire. Cuz I think I know why. It was fucking Dr. Loomis. I'll say it till the day I die.
It was a lot of things. It was
Dr. Loomis. 100%.
I don't know.
It was because I don't know. Dr. Loomis was just so out of that movie.
He was, man. It was I don't know. Anyways, what do you think of this whole silver 4K HD plus Blu-ray thing at the top? I kind of wish it would just stop where it says collector's edition. What just happened? Go away. I don't want. There we go. I kind of wish it just stopped where it said collector's edition. I don't really need it to be like 4K. Like I don't really care about that. But I like the art. I did order this one. I've got a soft spot for H2. It's probably like it might be my favorite sequel of the original sequels. Again, 3 discs, 4K disc with a 4K scan. I don't think we've ever gotten a 4K version of Halloween 2. New Dolby Atmos track, different commentaries. Dick Warlock, who did the stunts, and he played Michael in the film. Disc 2, you got the Blu-ray, 4K scan, new Dolby Atmos track again. That's really the biggest. That's the biggest like new thing. I compared these special features with my other H2 Steelbook. They're pretty much the same, except for that 4K scan and the Dolby Atmos track thing. All of this stuff is kind of the same. And of course, this one's got disc 3, it's got DVD, it's got the television cut, and it's got the script on it, which is kind of cool. I would love to have like a downloaded version that I could print out of the H2 script. That's pretty cool. But I've always loved H2, man. It's probably, other than Halloween 18 and Halloween Kills in the current timeline, it's probably my favorite sequel. Why not take a look at Halloween 3 while we're here?
I don't even know what this. Like, I don't see Michael Myers. Is this not about Michael Myers?
Yeah, this was the one that was not. Michael had nothing to do with it.
And Michael was not in the movie whatsoever.
Not in the movie.
It was just
nothing to do with it. They wanted to go
just a bunch of like kids killing people. Is that what I'm getting?
No, they tried to go the anthology route, and they tried to because originally Halloween, John Carpenter's original idea was to go the anthology route, and like every single year, or whenever they released a Halloween movie, it would be a different story just centered around Halloween, around that time of the year. But Michael Myers was such a, people loved it. People loved him, and they wanted to see more of him. So obviously you had Halloween, you had Halloween 2, and then Halloween 3 came out, and it was kind of a flop because people were like, where's Michael? Like, this isn't, like, it has nothing to do with the franchise at all. This movie could be its own standalone thing. It is virtually, it is its own movie.
I think that if they like decided, like if John Carpenter just like buckled down and like stood his ground and said, no, fuck a sequel, we're just gonna do the anthology route, I feel like Halloween would have been like a completely different franchise. You know what I mean? I feel like it would have been like it would have been an anthology. But I kind of get why they didn't do the anthology kind of thing, because it kind of copies away from like Tales of the Crypt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been
a TV show.
It would have been like a darker movie version of Tales from the Crypt.
And that's like, it's like been there, done that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any sense. So I mean, that's I get it. And I guess this is their attempt, is like, well, let's see if an anthology works. And then they're like,
right.
Oh, that was a flop.
I don't know. But I'm actually curious. Now that we're moving into fall, I mean, I know it's still the beginning of July, but as we move into fall,
boy, I got swamp ass all day. We are nowhere near fall.
As we move in closer to fall, as we get close to being time, we'll start watching these, and I'll catch you up on the original sequels as well. I'm really curious what you're going to think of this one, because again, 2 different perspectives here. I love Halloween 3. It's kind of become a cult classic, and that it's just I like it. It's wild, but I really dig it, and I'm curious if you're going to like it too.
Are leprechauns involved in the movie? Because I'm looking at the poster and I see clovers.
No, I'm not going to tell you anything about the plot, because it's bonkers, and I think you're going to like it. I think you'll dig it. I think you will. I think I can.
Well, you've been pretty spot on with most of my like reaction to movies that you've shown me.
I do think you'll like this one. See. It's different. It's kind of funny too. There's some funny things in there.
Oh boy, is it like Black Christmas funny?
No, I like this way better than I like Black Christmas, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, fair.
But The art's pretty cool. You got the Silver Shamrock. Those of you who have seen Halloween 3 and are a Halloween fan, you know what I'm talking about. You got the factory in the background. You got the 3 different masks. You got Homeboy standing back, Homeboy and Homegirl, whoever these guys are, the robot guys standing in the back with all the different TVs. It's almost time, kids. Miguel has no idea what I'm talking about, and I love it. And the other cool thing about these releases, I looked into it, but it's way too expensive. John Carpenter and his production company did a bundle where you get this cool black case, you get the movie, and you also get the score, like a newly, it's like the Dolby Atmos score on vinyl with the release, which is dope. But it's like $50-something. It's like $56 per movie, and I was like, nah. I was like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm not doing that. But again,
well,
3
discs. About it, that's not a bad deal. Because let me be honest,
it's not. Guys, but I don't have the money to do that. Homeboy's broke.
These vinyls right here, like just these 4 right here, probably cost me about like $80. So like vinyls are expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive.
So for that to be like 58, if I were to do the math, I mean, yeah, I mean that's a cheap vinyl right there, man.
Yeah. So. It's funny because vinyl is like $26 now a piece, and CDs are like $14.99. Like nobody cares about CDs anymore.
Right.
The biggest thing about these releases,
millennials.
I know, right? The biggest thing that I'm seeing about these releases is this 4K scan and the Dolby Atmos track, because I don't know that we've ever gotten a 4K release of any of the Halloween movies at all. So the fact that this is going to be a 4K version of them is going to be really cool. Again, I don't know if it's going to, I mean, is it going to be a huge difference? I don't know. But, you know, I'll be excited to see. And again, I didn't buy this version. I'm happy with my version of H3. You got the Blu-ray copy. Again, all the special features. If you own the Shout Factory Steelbook of H3, it's literally pretty much the exact same special features. That's kind of the deal with H3. Let's check out H4. Where did it go? I don't know where it is. I just see H1 and H2.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera. No,
I'm sorry. We're gonna sidetrack. Click on that. Go down.
What? That's Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah, click it.
What?
Boy. Yeah, click it, guys. I'm sorry. Like this movie right here, it's a cult classic, and if you guys don't know about this movie, it's fucking
okay.
Good,
Miguel. I'm gonna give you
good.
I'm gonna give you homework right now. Your homework is to get on Shout Factory, and they have like a dual company called Scream Factory. If I move us over, you can kind of see it. They literally do collector's editions of like cult classic movies, and they do like bigger stuff too. Like there's Phantom of the Opera down here. Like they do some of the Romero films. They got Candyman. Like they do. There's the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead. Like they do big releases too, but they do a lot of cult classic movies that you've never even heard of, and they do collector's edition releases of them, and they're awesome. Like they're like my main, like if I want a collector's edition release of something, I go to them. So your homework, you got to look up Shout Factory because
okay. But yeah, this movie right here, it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, it's basically like a ripoff of like Phantom of the Opera, but like it's kind of spooky. Like I'm not gonna lie, like when I first saw it, I was a little spooked out by like the guy in the mask. Also, the music in that is pretty good.
Yeah,
like surprisingly well. It's obviously like 80s ish kind of music. If you're down to that, obviously I am.
Right.
Which is why I kind of vibed with it. But yeah, 100%. I might buy that collector's edition because it looked like it was only $19. So I mean,
right.
All that your boy.
There's H4. I couldn't find H4. I was like, what is going on right now? So here's the Halloween 4 cover. Let me zoom in on this guy. Again, good sequel. I think you'd like this sequel too. I do enjoy Halloween 4.
Can you see his eyes in this one? Which
no.
See his eyes.
H2O. That's the one. I enjoy H2O, but I hate the fact that he's just like, hello! Like, it sucks that you can see his eyes.
Is that the one? Golly, I keep fucking forgetting his name. Busta Rhymes. Is that the one where he fights Busta Rhymes?
Yep. No. Resurrection is where he fights Busta Rhymes. That is, people hate on H2. Resurrection is one of the worst movies ever made. Like, it is terrible. I can't stand. I think I've maybe the last time I watched Resurrection was probably like 3 years ago because I watched the series like straight through, like the franchise straight through, just because like why not? And I have no desire. Like I watch all of these like pretty frequently throughout the year. I can't stand Resurrection. I cannot like I don't watch it. Like I just have no desire to watch it at all. It's terrible.
It's just that scene that gets me. I've watched that scene on YouTube because like, I remember we were talking about it and I was like, "Are you serious? They fight?" Bet. I watched it like immediately after that podcast was over, and I fucking loved it. It was fucking great. I loved seeing Busta Rhymes just like start swinging on Michael Myers. It's exactly what I keep thinking whenever I think of like a horror movie. Like why? Like I'm just waiting for someone to just throw up their hands and be like, "All right, boy, let's box," or some
Dude, I've seen
there's like that.
I've seen a lot of people that are like, you know, at the end of Halloween Kills, when Laurie walks out of the hospital, her and Michael's gonna kill her, and then Michael like he stabs Laurie, he stands up and he turns around, and Busta Rhymes is standing there, and then it cuts to black.
And that's when Halloween ends. That's when that movie starts. Busta Rhymes comes out of nowhere. Because
he so stupid. It's so
he survives in that movie. He must have.
I think so. I don't even remember. That's how much I hate that movie. I am this big of a fan of Halloween, and I could care less about Resurrection.
He knocks Michael Myers out, and the news catches wind of it, and they interview him, and then he becomes famous, and that's when he gets his rap career.
I mean, to me,
Michael Myers. I'm kidding.
That's
definitely not how that happened.
Honestly, to me, I think Resurrection makes Rob Zombie's H2 look like a masterpiece.
I'm 100% think that it's just because I feel like Halloween Resurrection is like one of those 90s movies. Is it a 90s
It
movie?
Is, yeah. It's one of those 90s campy, like, you know, whatever. It's stupid. 100, I can't 100%
campy. I'm pretty sure every single one of us can like pick a 90s movie that was just like real campy. Like, yeah. I can't think of one right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
I feel like that's probably the case.
Yeah. So again, Halloween 4 cover, I think this one's really dope. Again, attention to detail in the knife. I wish this would like go where I want it to.
It's a clown.
You got Jamie. You got Jamie and the knife with the clown costume on. You got Michael. I like that you actually see the real mask from the movie because they kind of dicked everybody really hard. Like in the poster, like this is that the bottom one? Yeah, this is the H4 poster right here. And it's the original mask, but obviously it's not the original mask in Halloween 4. And they kind of dicked everybody really hard because everybody was thinking we're going to go in and see the same mask, and it was not. But you got the bridge that the ambulance drives off of. In the back, there's the ambulance down there. You don't have a police force! You have them sitting there with the trucks. Again, Miguel, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but I will catch you up.
None.
You got the house in the background. I like that there's kids trick-or-treating, too. I think that's pretty dope. Like, I like the Halloween feel. Like, I get the Halloween vibe from these covers. And that was part of the reason that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them. Now, this is where the special features are really interesting because, again, we've never really gotten a big collector's edition release of Halloween 4 and 5. So this one's got 2 discs. Disc 1 is the 4K Ultra HD, the 4K scan, new Dolby Atmos track. Audio commentary with Ellie Cornell and Danielle Harris, which is pretty cool, who played Rachel Carruthers, and Danielle Harris, who played his niece. God, I am sucking tonight. Jamie Lloyd. I don't know why I'm drawing blanks. And of course, Danielle Harris, you know her because she played Annie in Rob Zombie's films. Yeah, she was a kid here, and she just like, you know, she played a different role in Rob Zombie's. On disc 2, which is the Blu-ray copy, again, it's got the 4K scan, but it's in Blu-ray format with the new track. Same commentaries. You have the making of Halloween 4, 2 different copies of that. You got the trailer, you got TV spots, still gallery. I'm excited for this one. I'm more excited for this one than I think I am for any of the rest of them because, again, we've never gotten a big collector's edition release. It's going to be a fun time.
Fun in the pants.
Fun in the pants. So that's the thing I was most excited for about H4. Let me get down. Let me find H5. Where is H5?
Is it the Nick Cage one?
There we go. There's the Nick Cage mask, as you pointed out. This is probably maybe my least favorite mask of the franchise. I'm not gonna lie.
Where the fuck did the sheath come from?
From a barn.
From a barn?
From a barn, yeah.
Also, this Michael Myers, you know how every single Michael Myers I've seen looks like they like bulk and body build. This one looks like he does CrossFit.
Yeah.
He looks lean. You know what I mean? Like he just looks like he runs for a living. He doesn't look like a serial killer.
I believe that's George P. Wilbur playing him. And it's kind of funny because no. George P. Wilbur, did he? I forget the order of who played Michael in which film. But it's funny because you mentioned the mask. In H5, there is literally, it makes zero sense because H4 ends and H5 begins. It should be the same mask, right? Well, it ain't. It's literally literally
same
one
storyline and everything.
One shot, it's the H4 mask, and then suddenly it's a different mask, and it's like it doesn't even make any sense. Like it's just wild. But again, detail in the sheath. I don't even know what the hell you call this piece of farm equipment here. You got the houses in the background. Again, nice fall feel. At least, thank God, they kept and they showed us the actual mask you're going to get, even though at this point everybody knows. You got the cars in the back. Is that a SWAT vehicle? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. You got the SWAT vehicle in the background. You got this is supposed to be the Myers house. Again, things that you haven't seen yet. Again, this Myers house looks nothing like the original Myers house. Makes no sense continuity-wise.
That looks like the sorority house in like Black Christmas.
Like does. You're not wrong.
Yeah, like all of a sudden Michael Myers pops in and then the phone rings and he answers it and it's like, "Hey, it's me, Billy." Michael Myers just doesn't say anything.
Dr. Loomis picks up the phone. Hello? Hey, it's me, Billy. Dr. Loomis would be like,
"Shut up, bitch. Your voice annoys me."
If you're not Michael, I don't care. Hangs up the phone. But again, H5.
Who do you think? Who do you think would win? Michael Myers or Billy?
Oh, Michael.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Michael Myers will kill Billy, and all 12 of his personalities.
Hands down. You're not wrong.
All 12 of his personalities.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dave would like what you just said. He would think that's funny. But yeah, again, we've never gotten a real big collector's release of H5, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this one. 2-disc, yeah, 2-disc, again, same kind of thing, 4K scan, Dolby Atmos track. The 4K, Don Shanks, that's who played Michael in this one, not George P. Wilbur.
Don Shanks, God, that's a beautiful name for a Michael Myers.
George P. Wilbur played Michael in H4 and H6. So disc 1, you got all the 4K stuff. You got the commentary with Don Shanks, commentary with Danielle Harris, Jeffrey Landman, Dominique O'Thanen-Gerard, I believe. I don't know who either one of those people are, with the exception of Danielle Harris. Disc 2 has got your Blu-ray disc. Again, 4K, new audio, same commentaries. I've never seen either one of these documentaries either. And honestly, any of these, I haven't really gotten to, at least me personally, I've never seen a whole bunch of Halloween 5 behind the scenes stuff. So that'll be kind of cool to watch. And again, the posters were part of the reason I wanted to order these things. Because, I mean, you can't pass up on an exclusive art for a free post. I mean, you can't. At least I can't, because I'm a poster nut.
Are the posters like of the cover photo? Of the cover
thing?
It's
typically pretty similar. Obviously, I guess we won't know what the poster really looks like until we get the until we get it. But
bro, dead ass, how pissed would you be if all it said was Halloween?
What do you mean?
If it just said like Halloween.
Just the word?
Or Halloween. Yeah, just the word.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, refund me. I'm keeping the disc, but refund me. Like, I don't know. But I am excited to get the poster with it. That'll be pretty cool. Like I said, I can't pass up on a free poster, man. I can't.
Where's the Halloween Resurrection? Did they not do one for that one?
No. So this is only the first 5 in the franchise. There's still
fuck?
6. There's still H2O. There's still Resurrection. There's still both of Rob Zombies. Miramax still owns the rights to, I believe, 6 through Rob Zombie's H2. All of those were under Miramax. So they either one of two things has happened. Either Shout Factory doesn't have the rights to do those right now, or they're waiting to purchase the rights so that they can do another box set for once Kills and Ends are done. I think we'll probably get a box set with the original sequels plus Rob Zombie's remakes plus the current trilogy with Halloween Kills, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. So hopefully maybe they're saving it for that. I will spend $400 on that box set. I will. I'll save up. I'll buy that box set because I don't have the box set that I've thought about trying to hunt down one of the box sets that Shout Factory did a few years ago, but I don't know. Now that I feel like I can't justify spending $300 on a box set when I know that it's going to be incomplete because it doesn't have 18 and Kills and Ends on it. I just can't. I can't do it. Can't do it.
I would not drop that much.
It probably won't be $400. It'll be cheaper than that, but I'll pay for it. I'll do it because I want it that bad.
I hope if they do that, if they do and they follow the same kind of artistic template that they did with the first 5, I want Busta Rhymes on the cover. I want him on the cover.
Okay, you know what? He can be on the cover of the Resurrection disc, but the whole box set, if Busta Rhymes was on the cover, I'd be pissed.
I want it. I wonder, did he do a song for that movie? Can you because you know what I'm talking about. You remember back when because we talked about
no idea.
Artists if they were in a movie, they always did a music video or a song dedicated to that movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wonder if he did do one. That would be great. I'm not gonna lie. It reminds.
Let's be completely honest with each other. Nah.
It'd be like the thing with 21 Savage and Jigsaw. Spiral.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
It kind of would. Let's be honest. Spiral by 21 Savage. That shit bops. I bop it every other day.
It does bop. It really does.
Something Spiral. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom.
I know. It's pretty good.
I was like, damn, son. I'll vibe with this. This movie's gonna be dope.
But so they're the collector's editions. If you haven't picked them up, if you're so inclined, if you've got the financial means to do it, if you're a Halloween fan, if you're a completist like I am, they're pretty cool. I'll be happy to get some new posters. I'll be happy to get these new collector's editions. Again, I'm really interested.
If you have to ask your parents for the money to buy this, don't buy it.
I'm really interested in 4 and 5. They're the two because, again, we don't have huge collector's editions of them, and we've gotten collector's editions of a lot of them, except for those two. So I'm excited to dive into them, and I'm also excited to see the 4K scans of them too. I want to see if it looks significantly different than what we've seen in the past. So
Michael Myers' mask is even wider than before.
Right.
That's what I'm expecting you to tell me. Dog, you could see every single detail. You could see the latex on his mask.
Yeah.
You could see the horsehair on the mask.
Right.
Yeah. So
just saying. So let's talk some MCU news. That's what's gonna wrap us up with the night.
No, I got a quick question. It just popped in my head. Okay. I want you to be completely honest with me. Okay. Don't bullshit me. All right. Do not bullshit me.
I'm a little concerned. What are you going to ask me?
I see all of those masks behind you. Okay.
What?
Did you comb the Michael Myers mask?
Oh. There's one.
Did you comb his hair?
There's literally one, and then I have the two of them like behind me that you can't see.
Exactly. Did you comb his hair?
I didn't comb it, but I styled it.
This bitch.
You gotta style it. You gotta make it look right.
Guys, can you imagine? Just
honestly, the H2. This is my H2 blood tears behind me.
Can you imagine just him going like
in the wrong direction?
Can you imagine him just be like this? Oh god, this is gonna look so dope. It's gonna look so dope.
It's pretty much what I do.
So dope.
It's gotta look right though. I'm still not happy with my H2. I'm not happy with it. you dick. But I'm happy with the other two.
He takes it to Great Clips. He's like, guys, okay, you're gonna be weirded out, okay? But I need you to do his hair, okay? And he shows him the picture. He's like, hey, I want it like Halloween 5. I want the Halloween 5 Michael Myers look. Like, can you imagine you going to fucking Great Clips and just getting his hair done? Brad?
You gotta get the hair to look right, though. The hair's gotta look right.
I'm dead right now. It just popped in my head of you just sitting in your room in that red couch just like this. This is gonna look so great. Oh my god. Yes, you're gonna look so beautiful and menacing. I hope. I 100% believe. I feel like the next time I see Julia, I'm gonna ask her and be like, Julia, at any point in your marriage, did you ever walk in on Brad combing Michael Myers' hair?
She actually has. She's walked in on me styling it. And that's when he leaves. Miguel has left the room for those of you who are listening to the show and not watching. And now he's back.
I promise to God, I'm gonna die laughing. I want to hear Julia.
When I got my copy of the Boogeyman, which is this other version of the Trick or Treat Studios H1 mask, the hair looks like garbage. No, you can't fault me for this. The hair looks terrible when you bring it out of the box because it's been kept up in plastic and it's been shipped and whatever. You gotta style the hair. It's gotta look good. I'm seriously, I'm still not happy with my H2 look. I know you can't really see it from here. It probably looks fine, but it's not.
I bet you use your own fucking hair gel for their.
I don't use
mask.
hair gel. I use hairspray.
I feel like.
No, I'm kidding. Really, I just use water. It's just like water in a spray bottle, and you just gotta like mold it and make it look right. That's it.
Julia walks up to you one morning and says, "Brad, my hairspray seems kind of light. Do you know what happened?" And Brad's like, "I don't know."
Sinks down in my chair. Now, I will say, I have, you guys can't, it's off camera, you can't see it, but I have my H4 mask and my H6 mask up here. I've never touched them. I've never touched the hair on them.
He braids them.
I do not
believe that now.
I don't.
I 100% believe that whenever you watch a Halloween movie now, you pick the mask that you have based on that movie and you just groom it like this, like, oh yeah, we're ready for the movie.
I do not.
We're ready.
I make it look good so it looks dope on a shelf.
I feel like you hold it like this, you know, kind of like this, and when the jump scare comes, you guys look at each other like this, like, good job. It's and you only do that whenever Julia's like, Brad, I'm tired of watching Halloween, okay? You watch it by yourself. And you're like, but I'm not going to watch it by myself. Ain't that right?
She walks in, I have all 5 of them like lined up with me. I promise I'm not that. I'm weird. I will admit I'm weird, but I'm not that weird.
I feel like you would probably. I feel like if you were like joking around with your wife, if I were you, I would just hide like all the Michael Myers masks like around the windows and stuff, just to freak her out. So like when she's walking around, she just sees a mask right there, and she's like, ah!
No, she's used to it by now. She knows what they all look like. She's used
to it by now.
She's not used to it as in I do that because I don't do that, but she's used to seeing them. She knows what they look like.
Brad, I swear to God, if you role play with those masks, our friendship is over.
No, they literally sit on the shelf. You're a dick. You know that? They sit on the shelf in this room, and they're really cool display pieces.
I bet they are. I bet they smell like sweat too.
I'm gonna cut the show right now, guys. It's been great. We'll save the MCU news for next week. Good night, everybody.
I'm sorry. I'm done making fun of Brad's mask.
Moving on. Wow, what a dick. Let's talk some MCU stuff. So there's been some conversation amongst the movie community about whether or not Morbius is going to be a part of the MCU, or whether it'll be incorporated at all through the multiverse storyline, you know, all that jazz. And a new report from Mikey Sutton over at Geekosity.com has revealed that Sony wants Morbius to face off against the MCU's Blade, which is a cool concept.
I thought you were talking about Mobius, like Owen Wilson's Mobius. No. I was like,
wow,
dog, wow.
No.
Wow. Blade, wow.
No, Morbius, like vampire Morbius.
I got you.
And, you know, obviously there's been stuff that's hinted at a crossover between the different Spider-Man characters, at least with the Spider-Verse. You know, in the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer, there's a newspaper and it's got the Avengers on the front of it. The Morbius trailer had Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man on the mural. Michael Keaton was also in the Morbius trailer. You know, Tyrese Gibson even said, we talked about this on either last movie news show or the week prior. We talked about the fact that Tyrese Gibson was like, yeah, Morbius is a part of the MCU. And then Sony and Disney were like, nah, no, it's not. It's not. You're wrong. It's not. It's not. So, I don't know. That's a good matchup. Morbius versus Blade.
It's obviously
you got the vampire thing going. I dig it.
I feel like have they ever been in a comic? I feel like there should have been like a crossover.
I don't know. I could see them going head to head though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's been a comic book, or that's been a comic book storyline.
Yeah, obviously neither of them probably died in the comics, but like when they're facing off, it's like kind of like a tie. Like one of them gets away or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that would be a dope crossover.
To be completely honest, who do you think wins in that fight? Who's the stronger? Blade. Yeah, I think I would have to agree. I think Blade's probably the stronger vampire.
100%. Blade's a fucking badass.
I just hope
did a great job with Blade, I'm excited with. I don't want to butcher your name, my guy, but I know who you are, the dude that was in the Green Book.
Mahershala Ali.
Sure. I think you're. No disrespect. Okay, I just didn't know how to say your name at the time, but you're a pretty solid actor, and I would love to see you with this whole Blade movie. 100%. I think
I just hope that they don't. I feel like there's a
project. Sissify it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There wasn't much, to be honest. There really wasn't much blood in the Blade franchise. To be honest, there was like blood. But it wasn't like slashing here and there. Like every time Blade killed someone, like they just burn up. It's like an ash. Like you know how like when you flick.
Excuse me.
You know how when you're flicking a cigarette or some bullshit like that. That's kind of how they like die. Like after Blade gives them like a good 1-2, it just goes. Poof.
Yeah.
There really wasn't much gore whatsoever in the Blade franchise. It was just a bloody movie, and just like I guess the sight of blood just makes it rated R.
Right.
Bitch, the blood in that movie looked like fucking fruit punch. It looked like
they were just throwing gallons of Hawaiian punch across the floor.
Exactly. It looked like Kool-Aid, but you put in more Kool-Aid mix in water or sugar. That's what it looked like. 100%. Right. Like when I saw that movie, I'm not gonna lie, I got thirsty.
Ugh.
I was like,
"Are you a vampire?"
No, it's just the fact that the blood didn't look like blood. It just literally looked like tart Hawaiian punch. That's all it looked like, and I was like, "Damn, I'm thirsty right now." That's literally what it looked like. So I get why it was rated R, but at the same time, like now after watching it, like I rewatched, like I think it was Blade 2. I think that was whenever like he like rises from like the fucking pool of Hawaiian punch.
Yeah.
And just because honestly, like like it looked so thin. It was so thin. It was too thin for it to look like water, for it to look like blood. That's what I was trying to get at. So I was like, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna sissify it. Sissify it?
Sissify it. I'm going to coin that term. It's not really a word, but I'm going to make it a word. Sissify it. And again, and that's not to say Disney will do that. Look, I love what Disney has done with the MCU. I really do. Do I think they could go a little bit darker with certain titles like Blade? Yeah, I think you could go a little bit darker. Will they? Probably not.
We will see.
But we shall see. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. It'll be cool. They'll find a way to make it cool. So, yeah, I would love to see Morbius face off against Blade. I think that'd be a really cool vampire fight. I think it would be something kind of different and cool from what we've seen from, stuff in the MCU so far.
Yeah, it has to be gritty. It has to be dark and gritty.
It does have to be a little... It doesn't... Again, they don't have to go like, whoa, like Disney made this? I mean, we don't have to feel like that. But it does need to have a little bit of grit to it. Like, I need to have a little bit of mud mixed in my sauce.
If Disney is going to, like, buy
I don't know
Marvel,
what the hell I just said.
Yeah, true. If Disney's going to buy Marvel, they have to know at some point they're going to have to make some, like, pretty dark, gritty stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of comes with the package. Like, if you can't read a Marvel comic, because the animated series and the movies obviously aren't that dark and gritty. When you read the comics, they're pretty fucking bad. Like, War Machine gets his fucking back blown out. Like, you see his back get blown out by Thanos. Like,
right?
How do you like after reading that, and also the whole thing with I don't know if you guys know it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. You probably don't, Brad. But the Wasp. There's a thing that happened with like the Wasp and the Blob, I think. That shit was fucking rough. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, that was gory. And yeah, I mean, when Disney bought Marvel, they must have known. They have to know, like, at some point they have to move towards a more gritty version of this.
Well, but I agree with you, but look at Civil War. I mean, the comic book version of Civil War it's dark. Like, it's pretty gritty. And the movie version of Civil War for the MCU, was it dark? Yeah. But was it really dark? Not really.
No, not really. But I think
it wasn't
I think that was
and I know
think that
different,
was mainly like
it's different. I know.
They're like, again, the MCU is huge now, but it's not expansive yet as the comics, because you gotta understand Civil War in the comics, it was like 2 or 3 books.
Yeah,
it was a graphic novel.
I have one of them somewhere,
and like it was like a collection of like so many Marvel superheroes. Like, the final battle, it was like over 100 people fighting.
It was a lot
everywhere. Yeah. And they get transported, and they get like, I don't know, they get like teleported into like mid-air Manhattan, and they are all falling.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's fucking hilarious. It's wild. Yeah,
it's wild.
But yeah, let's hope Blade lives up to the hype.
Hope he can hold his own.
Yeah.
So last two stories from the MCU we're going to talk about. We didn't have any DC news tonight. Like, that just occurred to me. There was nothing big going on with DC this week.
I mean, the only big thing I see is like from The Rock.
Yeah, that Black Adam is gonna. He's becoming the thing. He's literally a rock at this point.
Fucking huge.
But yeah, Black Adam is in its last week of production, which is pretty cool. But these last two stories are pretty big, and I'm gonna save our Spider-Man No Way Home update for the end. But man, I don't know if there are many roles that are as iconic as Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine in the X-Men franchise. And I mean, the X-Men franchise has been spotty. It's been it's had its rocky road points too. And this may be a coincidence, or he may be trolling us, or it could be true. I don't know. But I don't know if you saw this, but Hugh Jackman posted 2 videos to his personal Instagram story that seemed to be teasing maybe even a return as Logan in the MCU. So the first picture, Boss Logic, who a lot of people know who Boss Logic is.
Boss Logic,
really cool graphic designer. He posted like a short video clip or an image or something of a black hand, and it had, it was Wolverine's hand, and then the claws came out or whatever. Well, Hugh Jackman reposted that to his Instagram story, and then shortly after that, out of the blue, just completely out of the blue, I don't believe it even had a caption, Hugh Jackman posted a picture of him and Kevin Feige.
Well, I mean, it's like the whole
coincidence. I think not.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. You remember that?
Yeah, but why Kevin Feige though? With another actor, I feel like it's different. But Kevin Feige,
I don't know. It's probably just a coincidence. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, check this out. I mean, look at WandaVision, look at Loki, look at Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. They're introducing the multiverse. This could happen. Like, you could make this work. They're doing it with Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool was a part of the Fox. Was it Fox? No, of the Sony Marvel universe, and Deadpool's going to be brought in. And I don't know. I mean, Logan was so well received. Like, a lot of people even go as far as saying that Logan was the greatest comic book movie of all time. And again, it's fantastic. I mean, I don't disagree with people, but I don't know. Was that his ending song for Logan? Does he need to return to Logan? Would you like to see him come back as Logan?
Obviously, yeah, but respectfully, no, not really. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. It would depend. Again, it would depend on the story. It would depend on how they brought him into the MCU. I don't know. I think, I don't know if they're gonna do the multiverse thing, and it's gonna be the same Logan from Sony's universe brought into the MCU. Fine. I don't know that they can just start fresh. I mean, they can just start fresh and just like, this is Logan in the MCU universe, because it was kind of like, I don't know. Part of what I've wondered is like, where are mutants? Like, you would think if mutants were a thing right now, we would know about them at this point in the MCU. You know?
Yeah.
Like, where, like, I know that the X-Men are gonna be coming along down the line, but like, what, like, is there gonna be an event that causes mutants to start like coming out of hiding? I mean, I don't know. So I don't know how they could write him into the MCU. Again, the X-Men is probably coming down the pipe at some point. We already have Fantastic Four confirmed. And we're getting deep into the Marvel world here, so I don't know. I would like to see him come back as Wolverine. It just depends on how they do it, I guess. And I'm not really sure. Again, that's why I don't write for Disney and Marvel, but I don't really know how they could do that.
Neither do I, honestly. Because, to be honest, there isn't much. The only person I know that's like well connected with the X-Men right now is Wanda, because she's technically Magneto's daughter. But
well, and I don't know. I guess you could just start fresh and just introduce him as Logan from this universe. Everything that happened in Logan, everything that happened in the past X-Men films. This version of Wolverine, this version of Logan is not. He doesn't know any of that. You know what I mean? He hasn't gone through all of that. So,
and you can't introduce him. You can't introduce him like a prequel. You know what I mean? You just can't. It wouldn't make sense.
I don't want to see.
Like, can you imagine? I was gonna say, can you imagine like Professor X just like talking to the mutants and like he's like talking about the fucking Avengers? It's like, no, that wouldn't make no fucking sense.
I know.
It'd be like, all right, when the invasion happened, where the fuck were you guys? You know what I mean?
When Thanos happened, where was you? Why didn't you guys help?
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm very curious how they're going to write in the X-Men, and also what I don't want to see is another Wolverine origin story. Now, if you're gonna recast him, then go ahead, do a Wolverine solo film, do a Wolverine origin story. But I don't want to see another Wolverine origin story if Hugh Jackman is going to be playing him, because it'll be enough for fans to just be like, hey, here's Wolverine from this timeline, we're going to go from there. If you're going to keep Hugh Jackman on and he's going to keep playing the role, we don't need to see another, Weapon X thing. And we just, I like, at least for me, I don't need to see that. Like, I would just be happy enough to have him return. And I would be completely fine knowing that, hey, this is Logan from the MCU storyline and this universe. And that's that. And then you can do the X-Men. You can, you can tie Logan in however you want. But it's just interesting. It's kind of a coincidence that he put the Boss Logic picture, and then he put an image with Kevin Feige right after that. Just kind of I don't know. Thought it was interesting. And of course, it broke the internet. People are freaking out like, he's coming back as Wolverine. He's trying to tell us. Probably not, folks, but.
No.
Kevin Feige, it's a no from me.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Is that Phil Jackson?
That's
no. What's his name? I forgot. From American Idol. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What's his name?
It's something Jackson.
You're right.
It's not Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is the triangle bitch. That's Phil Jackson.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Randy Jackson, yeah. Randy Jackson.
Oh, Randy Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't think of his name. Man, I am drawing blanks tonight with people's names. Can't think of actors, can't think of musicians, can't think of producers. I don't know what's going on.
He's thinking about combing Michael Myers' hair right now, that's why.
I hate you. I don't know why I decided to do this show with you. Last news story of the night. Let me say this. I am so sick of unnecessary leaks and trailers and toy leaks and image leaks, whatever. But here we are. Some of the Spider-Man No Way Home toys recently leaked online. And Disney decided to pull a Universal with Halloween Kills, where rather than somebody looking at real crappy images of these toys, Disney would rather them look at the actual toy. So we're going to take a look at these and we're going to break them down right here on the show.
In front of your faces.
In front of your very faces. So, let's go to Trusty. Let's go to Marvel.com. Here we are. We are on Marvel.com. So this is our first look at the Spider-Man No Way Home toys. So let me go down here. We're going to make this full screen. So here is, let me go this way. Let me put us over here. First Funko Pop. This is the integrated suit. What the hell do you think is going on here? Because to me, this looks a little Doctor Strangey.
Yeah.
Really does.
Yeah. What do you
possibly
think? He just learns a fucking incantation?
No, I think it's something to do with this suit, because he's got the Spider-Man like webbing thing, but it's pointing down. So maybe he's gonna do a little bit of weird Doctor Strange. What does Tom Holland do? He was like, then Doctor Strange did the weird magic thingy when he's talking to Tony in Endgame.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we're gonna get a little bit of Spider-Man going through different universes or something like that. I don't know.
That's Tobey Maguire's costume. That's Tobey Maguire's suit. Because like you remember in the first one where he's like, "Go web, fly,
up and away, wait,
up and away, up and away, guy,
go, Shazam, go, web, go."
Yeah.
He's like,
I feel like he probably does that.
Yeah, so this is the integrated suit. Lots of questions just right off of the bat with what's going on here. It's definitely a Doctor Strange-esque thing. Next, let me go back. Here's the box for
Doctor
the integrated
Strange.
suit.
Doctor Strange just wearing street clothes with his fucking garb. You see that with his other Funko Pop?
I know. So here's the box. Nothing real different. So you got the box. Whoa, what is going on? There we go. Did anything just change for you?
No.
Okay, my whole screen just went like wacko for a minute. Anyways, so we got Doctor Strange. Now.
Yeah, you see that? What the fuck? He looks like Griswold, but with like
he looks like Clark Griswold.
Yeah, he looks like Clark Griswold.
My biggest question here, other than even his clothes, my biggest question here.
Casual Friday.
Why is the master of the mystic arts holding a shovel?
Why is he wearing...
And why is this important enough that Funko decided to make a Funko Pop with Doctor Strange holding a shovel? Yeah. I don't understand the shovel thing. I mean, and of course you called it. He looks like he's got it looks to me like a winter jacket and boots, like winter boots, like snow boots. I don't know what the hell's going. Which, to be fair, we do know that Spider-Man: No Way Home takes place around Christmas time. It's winter. I mean, it's going to be winter time. So I guess it's cold. It's New York. It snows. But is it a snow shovel? It's a snow shovel. That's what it is. It's a snow shovel. But again, so weird. Like so odd. I don't know. Such a strange.
Why is he wearing like the Eye of Agamotto like it's a fucking drip piece?
It's like
you know what I mean?
Was it MC Hammer who wore all the clocks? He had like multiple clocks around his neck.
No, that was Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Flavor Flav.
He looks like someone that's like going out on a date and he's trying to come off as like, you know, with the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how those old guys when they're like going through like midlife crisis and they're trying to like look young and they end up wearing like the big chain or whatever bullshit like that just to like compensate for their age.
Yeah.
I don't know. He looks like he's going on a date with like a 23-year-old.
I know. This was another big thing that I had a lot of questions about. Just like why? Like why the snow shovel? Why those boots? Like why is that significant enough to include it in his bobblehead? Like I just don't understand.
Not a bobblehead, it's a pop.
Funko Pop, whatever. Next, we've seen this before. This is nothing new. This is the standard black suit that we saw with the wings in Spider-Man Far From Home. Typical box. It says upgraded suit, which I guess technically it is the upgraded suit because this is the suit he made, right?
Yeah,
am I thinking that right? I think I've only seen
Peter suit.
Yeah. I think I've only seen Far From Home like one time. I think I saw it in the movie theater once, and that was the only time I've seen it. We got MJ with her sass, Zendaya. Tom Holland and Zendaya are together, by the way. I think I told you that, right?
It's like a thing that always happens because you know what I mean. Tobey Maguire and what's her fucking face dated,
Kirsten,
and then Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. They were probably like I don't know.
Well, you get really I don't think close they ever dated. On set though too.
Yeah, exactly. And then now, I mean, Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Yeah, but hers. I mean, standard MJ stuff. You know, we got Ned. I think he's freaking hilarious. Jacob Batalon. I think he's awesome.
Boy, have you seen his transformation? I can't wait to see him in this movie.
Yeah,
my boy got ripped.
We got Ned. Here is where we get very interesting. This is like Spider-Man meets Black Panther meets Stealth Suit, but also with Doctor Strange. Like,
this looks like the Spider-Man suit from the Sony game.
It does. It does look very similar. The Doc Ock suit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this. The pattern is interesting. Let's look at the box. It just says black and gold suit, and it says only at Target. So I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of maybe this isn't in the movie, And I mean, do you think this could possibly not be in the movie and maybe it's just a Target exclusive thing? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Interesting though. Here is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure for No Way Home. That same black and gold design. A little bit more articulate.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a mixture of like the upgraded suit and the Infinity War one.
Yeah, it's got.
Some people don't like this one.
I don't mind it. To be completely honest with you, I kind of like this better than the Iron Spider suit. I wasn't like a mega fan of the Iron Spider suit. I mean, it was okay,
Yeah,
but it
was,
wasn't like great. It wasn't like mind blowing. I don't know. And I know people freaked out about the Iron Spider suit when that was like a thing, but it does have Iron Spider elements to it, like in the gold and stuff. I kind of dig this suit. I think it's pretty cool. We got that opposable action. Pretty dope. And then there's the gold suit, and I don't know. I could be wrong. This might be in the movie because you got the gold suit, and it looks cool. But why is he changing suits so much throughout the movie too?
It's like the Sony thing.
I don't know.
Like, all you got to do is hit X, Y, double trigger, and then boom, you got a new suit, right?
Unless, is this really Tobey Maguire's outfit or is this Andrew Garfield's outfit? I don't know. It seems weird to do that, but I don't know. I'm curious, like why the black and gold, why the Doctor Strange like time travel-ish suit, why why? I feel like that you know what I'm talking about, that funny video where it's like the Baptist preacher and he's like, why? You know. Here's my boy J.K. Simmons. Jameson.
Was I rushing or was I dragging? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No. Was I rushing or dragging? He looks like he's saying that right now.
I know. We got Jameson, which is pretty cool. We got Doctor Strange not looking like a bum this time. Doctor Strange does not look like a bum out on the street. He actually looks like Doctor Strange in this one.
He does.
Doesn't have the boots. He's typical to your Doctor Strange stuff. He's got his I have agamato, Mr. Roboto. He's got the magic little dice things. I don't even know what you'd call it that he does. His little magic ball things. You got more Doctor Strange blaster thing probs.
That's his web blaster.
I know. Web blaster. Just, you know, your typical stuff. You got the mask, you got the gold eyes in it. I mean, it looks cool. There's the Iron Spider outfit. This one doesn't have the gold though. Do you notice that?
I think it's just like the toy things, you know, because the toys always have variations. They're not always exact.
Yeah.
Because I remember
it's probably a fairly early prototype too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's also interesting that these packages don't say No Way Home. It just says Spider-Man, but it's in the No Way Home logo.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I don't know if we're gonna see the spider cycle, the web cycle in the movie. No. I hope to God we don't see the web cycle in the movie. But again, to a kid, holy crap, he looks like he's getting crushed. That looks unbelievably uncomfortable. Just a couple of fun things. I mean, it's cool. It's fun. Kids will enjoy it. Whoa. Looks like that.
What the fuck is going on?
Looks like a shotgun blast of web that you got going on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting things. The biggest thing about these were the suits, because it reveals the suits, and I say that about the leaks and the reveals and stuff just because I don't know. It's just it sucks to get a suit reveal because of toy leaks versus getting these suit reveals in the trailer, you know. Here's another one. This is again, doesn't have the No Way Home logo on it. But you got we have what? Iron Man, we have Mysterio, the stealth suit, Doctor Strange, the Vulture, plus it's got the No Way Home suits, plus it's got the OG suit. Honestly, is it just me or does that? No, that's the Stark suit. I see that now. That's the Stark suit, and then we have his crappy high school suit. Yeah. You got the web fluid things. Those are always fun. Just your typical. You got the Lego sets, which I believe these say No Way Home, but you got to look. It says inspired by Marvel Studios Spider-Man Far From Home. So really, it's not. They're kind of tricking you out here. It's a fake out kind of thing. Now this says No Way Home, and this has got Strange. It's got Spider-Man. It's got MJ, and it's got Wong. It says
what the
Spider-Man.
hell is that machine?
I have no idea. This was one of the things I wanted to talk about. It says Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop. Now, is it just me, or does this look like a Spider Slayer? Because to me, that 15,000 out of 10 looks like a Spider Slayer, and I don't know what this is. It's like eyes.
It's like Scorpion.
Yeah, I don't know, man. To me, it really does. It looks to me like a Spider Slayer, and I think it'd be dope if we got Spider Slayers in this movie. I don't know who's going to be using them or in control of them, but it's pretty cool. Cool stuff. Little things that. Little things that you get in these toy leaks and toy reveals. And, I mean, look at the Godzilla vs. Kong toys. We talked about that. And this is another one. You have
like updated... the battle damage thing didn't match at all to the.
Yeah. Well, or it reveals. Like we saw the we knew Mecha Godzilla was going to be in the movie because we saw the Mecha Godzilla toy reveal. And then again, this says inspired by Marvel Studios Spider-Man Homecoming. It's got the updated No Way Home suit, but it's got Vulture in it. And then there's just kind of a closer up picture of the set. So I don't want to end the meeting. That's not what I want to do. Let me get out of this. There we go. That's what I wanted. So yeah, I don't know. It's just I wish we could have gotten a suit reveal in the trailer. Don't you? Or do you not really care?
I mean, it would have been cool to see it, like that new suit, like the reveal at the trailer. It'd have been dope, but you're not gonna. Obviously, the toys are always the ones that spoil. It's always the toys.
It really is, and I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it kind of sucks that that's the way it is, Because it would be kind of cool to get these reveals, as the I don't know, as the trailers drop and as the marketing actually begins. But so be it. I wish people didn't have to leak stuff all the time. I just really do. I wish some stuff. I mean, obviously, I know, and people freak out over it, but. I mean, I don't know, but it's cool. We got some toy reveals. Guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Let's Talk Movie News. This has been a fun one. It's been a long one, but we talked
a whole lot. It's going to be a long episode.
It is. It was a good one, though. I enjoyed tonight. This Monday, we are talking Marvel vs. DC on episode 29 of our main show. It's going to be a really, really good time. Remember, Black Widow drops this weekend, so go see Black Widow, and we will do a full review for that sometime, hopefully by the end of next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at We Talk the Movies. New episodes of Let's Talk Movies and Let's Talk Movie News drop every Monday and Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Again, we are at 80 subscribers, so if you could, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us out a whole lot. And I don't usually ask that, but we're so close to 100. It would be really, really cool if we could get to 100 pretty soon. So thank you guys so much. As always, have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon on Monday. See you all.
See ya. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love this mic. It's fucking dope. I think the thing, what does it say? It says, made in China. 100% this thing is recording my voice to the Chinese government. What do you guys think? I could almost guarantee you that's probably the case. I mean, what are they gonna hear? Is me talking about this Halloween movie thing? Yeah, I don't even know. Do like, are there fans in China that love Halloween? I don't know. Because like I feel like the Halloween thing is like more like a I'm not sure. I think it's more like a Western. Are we Western? Are we Western? Yeah, we're Western, right? I think so. It's more like a Western kind of thing movie. Like the Western side of the world kind of likes it more. I don't know if you guys can see, but like if you look at Brad's background right now, like you see where his disco lights is, it's like right behind that Michael Myers mask. It looks trippy AF. I'm not gonna lie. Could you imagine Michael Myers just like popping at like a disco themed club? That'd be really weird. Yo, like you guys must have seen this. Like if those of you that are on TikTok, like have you guys seen the videos of like this guy dressing up as Michael Myers and he's just dancing to like London Bridge? It's fucking gold. Those are great. Like that was back before I even watched like any Halloween movies. I just thought that shit was funny of him just like him in that mask with like monotone face just like dancing to London Bridge. Fucking hilarious.